Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen, and today's video is a Top 5 Wednesdays video. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group that is hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tones. I'll leave both of her channel down below as well as the Goodreads group so you can check out the future topics. And this week's topic is Top 5 Future Classics, and then basically you just talk about books that you think could be considered classics in the future. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first book that I chose for this list is of course The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I think this book is just so beautifully written. It is about a German girl who is growing up during Nazi Germany during World War II. It is actually not told through her perspective, it is told through Death's perspective, which I think is so unique, and it just made the book more powerful to be able to see World War II and what is happening, and not only through the story of a young German girl, but seeing her grow up, seeing her innocence and her childhood being taken away from her because of this war. And I thought it was just beautiful and gorgeous, and I do believe that people should read this, and I do believe that this should be considered a classic, and I really do hope that one day it will be considered a classic because it's just so gorgeous and I feel like it has such a beautiful message. Alright, and then the second book on my list is Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is a beautiful story, guys. It is all about this young boy, and he kind of has a rough life. He's not doing well in school, and he kind of has a rough home life, and then there's this big monster that visits him every night. It is absolutely stunning. This book will make you cry, if not cry like ugly cried like I did, but it'll definitely make you tear up. It is very sad story, but it is all about strength and finding your strength in it. I think it has a beautiful message, and I think that the imagery in this book is absolutely gorgeous, and I really do hope that this book is considered a classic one day because it definitely has all of the elements of a beautiful classic book. Alright, and then the next book that I added on my list is a book that I feel like maybe some people might not agree with me, but I could see this becoming a classic in the future, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. We all know what Hunger Games is about, but I do believe that it has all the elements to become a classic one day. I just like the message of the books. I love just the characters and the settings. It's all about this girl who kind of becomes the face of this revolution and this rebellion. A really great story, especially regarding the characters. It is all about finding your strength, the strength within yourself to see that the way the things are not good, and then finding that strength to do something about it. And it's so freaking beautiful. I think everyone can relate to it. Alright, and then the next book that I chose is actually two books, but it's more like the author. I do believe the author has beautiful writing, and I feel like any of her books would be considered beautiful classics one day. And the author that I'm talking about is Ruta Sepetys. This is Between Shades of Grey, and this is Salt to the Sea. Now, Salt to the Sea I read a few weeks ago, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I gave this book 5 stars. I did read Between Shades of Grey, but it's more like I skimmed through the book. I didn't even mark it as read on my Goodreads, and because I was going to meet the author, I just didn't want to go to her signing not ever having read a book by her, and so I did read this, but it was like skimmed it. But from what I read, it was just gorgeous. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed the story. Ruta Sepetys just has such a beautiful writing style. I really enjoy her stories, so I feel like any of her books can be considered classics because they just have such a powerful message to them, and they are historical fiction, so they are inspired by real events, but the story itself is fictional. But I feel like they really teach a lesson regarding the real events that it was inspired. Alright, and then the last book on my list is a book that I feel like some people also might not agree with me, but I feel like a lot of people might agree with me, and it is Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I don't know if this is already considered a classic. If not, it should be, but this book is so iconic. The series, Harry Potter series, everyone knows about it. Most people have read the series, even though it's a fictional story about magic and wizards and monsters and elves and anything and everything. It does have elements of the real world, and it does deal with a lot of issues that we see nowadays. It deals with so many real life issues. This is a series that I feel like everyone should read. I feel like they should make a required reading of this book because I do feel like it is so so important. It teaches so many important lessons in this series. I do believe that this definitely might be considered a classic one day, if it isn't already. Alright guys, so that was my list, my top 5 Wednesdays list for books that I considered to be future classics. Let me know down in the comments below if you agreed with me, and let me know as well what other books you think might be considered future classics. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. All of my social medias are linked down below, including Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads if you'd like to follow me. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Have a good day guys, and keep reading. Bye!